So it's like, well, one of your people was there, and obviously they didn't say anything, so it's justified. That's what happens in the American Greece and over here.
What they call it, the token.
Yeah.
That's what they want. Just the token, you know, the blackface McPherson
They're wheeling
report.
out whenever they've like,
Yeah, you know the McPherson report?
Be on camera, yeah.
Do you remember McPherson report?
No.
Yeah, the McPherson report was about the institutionalized slavery. Because, I mean, hatred, racism. Because there was this culture in the police where, even I know a policeman where he was called, or they would put all kind of noose in his locker and all that, you know, like, because you've got to realise this is, like I said, it goes back to a spiritual thing. White people and black people are never going to get up. It is true.
Yeah, I know.
No, we're talking. Really, I would like to chain you up.
Not very nice, yeah.
What I'm trying to say, yeah, but we're never going to get on.
Right.
Because we're oil and water.
Right.
We're never going to get on. Because, yeah, talking oil and yeah? Right, because what it is, it goes back to a blessing. What it all boils down to is, we are big, you're my big brother. Because you come out first. We come out of the same patch. We come from the same father and the same mother. Right? You was born first. And when you're a king or anything, what happens when you're born first?
Oh, you get all the land.
You get the blessing, didn't you? To be the next ruler. But what it was, there's a story in the Bible, when you come out, he said, no, I'm not going to give it to the first one. I'm going to give it to the second one that comes out. Then what it was, the rulership of the planet forever. That was the blessing. But he said, you come, your father come crying and said, I'm the firstborn. I'm supposed to get the blessing. So he said, you know what? All right, what I'll do is, because I'm not giving it to you, because it was written in Romans 11 chapter, I'm going to give you 3 cracks at it to try and see if you can get it right. You know that baseball? 3 strikes and you're out?
3 strikes and you're out.
Right, he's giving you 3 cracks. The Greeks. Because you know about Alexander the Greek?
Yes, the Macedonian.
Yeah, his father was Philip of Macedonia, right? Then you had the Roman Empire. Flavius, Tiberius, Julius, all those guys, yeah? And then you went down. Then you had the Renaissance, the rebirth of the Roman Empire. And now you're still in power now. Would you say the so-called white man runs the world? Or would you say the Chinese? Who runs the world at the moment?
The white man.
Right, the white man. You're an intelligent chap. What school did you go?
I went to school
In China? Oh, okay. What, in Jingdong? Where was it?
Suzhou.
Suzhou, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suzhou.
Yeah, okay. So you've seen a lot of sites, really, yeah?
I would say so.
Was that on your gap year, or did you just went over there?
No, yeah. Well, I went over to my family, yeah.
Oh, okay. Your whole family went?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Why did they go to China? Because the British had a rule there, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was an American company was like opening a factory.
But do you know the English had a rule over there? Did you know that?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Because remember they kicked out
a
Patton.
longboat up the Yangtze to open up the opium market.
Right. So that shows you're right. They do. The so-called white man runs the world, and with that, his philosophies. He teaches people that we are the Egyptians. Because you ever watch Cecil B. DeMille? Do you know ever heard of Cecil B. DeMille? He was the one who used to make all the biblical stories. Yeah? Like Charlton Heston, he played Moses. Right? A white guy played Moses when it was a black guy. Moses. Huh?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson played who?
Passion
of the Christ. Jim Caviezel played Jesus Christ, I think that was, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Got struck by lightning, yeah.
Famously.
It shows you. He said, no, I'm upset with you. Right, so you see, all these great characters are depicted by so-called white people, because you rule the world. You're not taking actual archaeological facts like you talk about archaeology.
Have you seen Korean Jesus?
Huh?
Korean Jesus.
Is there a Korean Jesus? There is.
If you go to a Korean church in America, they've got a picture of Jesus, but it's a Korean man.
Oh, okay, so now they're taking the piss.
It's not taking the piss. They fundamentally believe that it looks like
they're taking the pee because they know they got this. This is where you go. I went to Ghana, the blackest place, Africa. Yeah. I went to the blackest place on earth, but they got this. They didn't have a Korean. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
When you go to India, the Christians own India. They got this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They haven't got no Korean Jesus.
Right.
You understand?
No, that's just in Korea and
That's what I'm trying
Korean
to say.
town
So
in USA, yeah.
in USA, so they're taking the piss. They're allowing them. They're Bibles say, take that crap down, put this up. This is Jesus. You understand? But they allow it because it's funny. They're taking the piss. You understand? So
Yeah, what are you doing in that video, by the way?
Huh?
What are you doing in that video, by the way?
This one.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this for my issue because we've got people that come up and fight us. This is for our own protection. You see what I mean? So when the police come, we can say, look, this guy got on video, the guy come up and arrest us.
Don't use me in any like marketing and stuff.
No, but you're standing over there. You're not getting seen anyway. You're standing over there. You're right. You're a very wise guy, so you don't want people to see your wisdom. You know what I mean? You should be.
Context,
You should be happy. This is your time. You understand?
Sure. I don't want to be positive.
Is that a Colombian flag at the side of your head?
It is, yeah.
See, I know my flags as well. But yeah, but at the end of the day, what we're working up to, we're here telling our people that the black Hispanics, that what you see us doing and how we are in the lower state at the moment, we are going to be glorified. Right? And the people what put us in captivity, who put us in slavery? Which people?
The white man.
Not only the white man, you're going to have people with you.
Yeah, well, slavery is as old as time, right? So whoever
No, not like this slavery. We're talking about that slavery.
Anyone who conquers a
We're
country
talking
will
about
enslave
4 to
their
5.
people, right?
There's only one people who have built their society off of backs of people. The white man's world has been built off the 4 to 500 years of free labour. The first commodities was what? On the stock market.
Yes, that's slaves, sure.
And sugar.
Yeah.
And cotton.
Yeah.
Who cut the sugar? The slaves. Who picked the cotton?
Slaves,
Yeah, tobacco. It was all done by the slaves. So this whole economy was built off of free labour, slave labour. Not only that, it was rape, robbery and murder. Because when you had us in slavery, what
Slaves in prison labour in the USA.
Yeah, we know that. But who's in the prisons? Majority of the people.
Yeah.
Right. So what it is, that come under Jim Crow laws.
Right.
Jaywalking, they called it as well. When you were there, who was they targeting? Blacks, Hispanics, and
Jaywalking, see when you go into like the countryside in the UK, you have scarce footpaths, right? In America, because they rely so much on the automobile when they came over there, they didn't build up the footpaths like how we have so much footpaths in the cities. So they live off the jaywalking. That's how they make their money, because like you try to get to what is it? To the shops in central London, the cars would stop at a beach where you have to cross over, and there'd be like we call it A road. Rather than because the road is so wide, the footpath is empty. There's barely anything on the corner, so that's why they snatch me for jaywalking, but they don't build up the footpath, so it's a trap. It's a systemic trap to say it's jaywalking, but really you just haven't built up the infrastructure.
It's a money maker.
Yeah.
Just like they got over here, they got money makers over
Those
here.
big yellow money makers.
Yeah, it's money makers, you know what I mean? That's why the society, that's why if you look on a dollar bill, it's like I've got a web in the background. It's to show you that the society is set up as a trap. Everything in society is not a just society. It's set up on criminality. Right? That's why that's why we have laws. Like I said, you won't believe that there's laws in the Bible what are supposed to be what's the word I'm looking for? Instituted in the society to keep it solidified, keep it moving properly. But when you, like I said, you've had 3 cracks, and when you come into power during the Dark Ages, the Renaissance, the Rebirth, that it was written that this red dragon, that's how it was coined. It would come out and rule for 1,000 years. Yeah? Oh, no, Job 9:24. I'm going to show you in the Bible what the Lord said. Because our people are walking around not knowing who the hell they are. They're not walking around thinking that they're royalty. They haven't got a ruling class mentality because we've been downtrodden. They don't know that they're the children of Israel, God's chosen. They don't know that we've got rules to live by. But what it is in the last days, the Lord is waking up His chosen now. That's how we know we are. We're not calling ourselves black people. Because, am I black? Honestly, am I black? Look at me, am I black?
Yeah.
I'm black, so I'm the colour of my sleeve. What colour am I?
Not that.
What colour am I?
Brown.
Brown. So why am I calling myself black?
That's true.
Right, so when you look at that word black, it means dark, dirty. Huh?
Very inclusive.
When you look at the word, because I looked at the etymology of that word black, it means dark, dirty, evil, soiled, void of light. And you call yourselves white people, yeah?
Sure.
Have you ever looked at the term white?
I suppose not.
It means pure, clean, angelic, holy.
Sure.
Because when they depict films with heaven, what they wear? Like white garments and it's very bright. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're really red,
Yeah. Pink.
right? Pink, yeah, pink's a derivative of red.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, there you go. Once again, you fooled the
Okay,
world again.
I gotta make a run, but it's been
Alright.
chat.
Alright, just read that. Let's read that, my brilliant.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah.
Book of John chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, who did you say controls the earth?
Wicked.
No, who did you say controls the earth? I asked you, who controlled the earth? You said who?
I said, yeah, mostly white people.
He's watering it down now, mostly.
Yeah.
Before he said
Well,
white
that's not, I
people.
mean, but it is, because like, I think that was a generalisation as well, but...
No,
yeah, it's an
white
important
people, we
one, yeah.
just established, you come at your stuff. You see now, this is where the fork tongue, you know what I mean? That's why the North American Indians
man.
never trusted you. Because once you come and that tongue, it started. Yeah, he said, well, shake your hand. He said, oh, what's that over there? And he stabbed you in the back. You understand? That's why it comes out, always comes out in the watch. You understand?
I'm sorry you think that.
No, it doesn't.
Right before
I asked
leaving
you,
as well, yeah,
I asked you, and you said, I asked you who run the world, and you
Yeah, okay.
said the white man runs the world. But I asked you again, and you said, the earth, read that again.
That's it. John chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right?
He covereth the faces of the judges of the earth.
Right, and it covers the face of the judges. The original judge, you know what Jesus Christ called the judge? Huh?
Judges were the rulers, right?
Right, and who was the rulers? I'll tell you what, go judge. You don't see a judge? Go to your courthouse. What do you see them wearing on their head?
White wigs, long white
Why would they be white and woolly? See what I mean? Because it's the black guys. Jesus Christ is the ultimate judge.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
See?
Sure,
And they wear the black robe to show you that black people are the real judges, the real rulers. Even you can see it with your plain eyes. You know, barristers wearing white willy wigs and all that. So there you go. These people don't analyse these things. They don't look at it. They just, oh, he's wearing a white willy wig. He's wearing a white That's face value. They don't know why they wear it, because your system know who the ruling class people are.
Yeah.
You understand?
Hold that thought. Till
Yeah.
next time.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Luke, what's yours?
Luke.
Luke.
You got Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, you said you got a biblical name. Mine's Taz.
Taz.
Yeah?
And? Nicole.
Naquam.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Taz and Nicole.
All right,
You
Luke.
guys take
Luke.
care,
Yeah, you take care, Luke. I might see you with the missiles. I'll have a good job for you in the kingdom. Do you want to wash my grizzly bears? It's a one-time job. One-time job. So one-time off for you. Yeah, he washes grizzly bears. Right, so where was we? Hello?
John chapter 9 verse 24.
Hello?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Something important.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's all right, mate.
If not, where and who is it?
Right, it tells you the earth is given. We just had a reasonable, a somewhat reasonable white man here. We had a little conversation. He told us that the earth is in the hands of white people, so-called white people. Let's call them who they are, the Edomites, yeah? These people. And the Bible refers to them as the righteous. No, I'm only kidding.
Hello, my brother.
They said they're the wicked. Wrong, son?
All right.
You good?
You sure the call ain't reaching
You ready for the missile?
I know,
Yeah?
man.
They're going to warm you up, you know.
I'm reading them all the time.
Yes, boss. All
I
right.
have to,
Yeah?
you have to keep in touch, you know, man.
Yeah.
So when you think of this, oh, look, it's my boss.
All right, man. All right, man.
All right.
Yeah. Right, so the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And like you say, we always go into the term crimson. Crimson is red. And you can get the criminal, the crimson pirate, the criminal. So it's telling you, and like we say, what colour is the devil? The devil is red. So we know who the red man is, and we know he's the wicked, and he's the devil, the deceiver, diablos. That's what devil means. It don't mean the man with horns, come back to it. It just means the deceiver. So we know who the deceiver is.
So see, what the
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Verse 7, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh,
Right.
are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Right, so Jude 1 and 7 is talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Not only Sodom and Gomorrah, there was Zibui, Upma and Zohar. There was 5 cities destroyed for lewd behavior. Yeah? The fire was coming, like it said, it was set for an example, but somebody didn't take heed. Who didn't take heed? The people what are ruling the earth now. You got people walking around with face masks still. I don't know why. Like, I haven't got a clue why they're walking around breathing in their own carbon monoxide. They're so brainwashed, dirty, and they still believe in that garbage. This is the man, what we're talking about, yeah? The same Edomites.
Yeah, cause it's like you've got people like what is it? Skit shit, this of so-called COVID or whatever, and they'll bring a nasty dog on a freaking thing, let it shake up next to him, breathe in the dog's foot.
Yeah, I know.
Nasty.
But remember, they love pets like that because the animalistic, yeah, they've got a connection to the animals. Have you heard the steak tartare, love? You ever heard it? What's that? Get me, what was that one?
Still racist.
No, I'm for my race. I'm for my race. Unlike you. Right now, come up here one time. He's another one that's trying to instigate me to knock him out. Let me read that. Yeah, but that's another one. Right? I won't say that. He come on this side. You know what I mean? Really tried to make me tough him down. You know what I mean?
Chapter 1, verse 7.
Huh?
It says here, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities round about them in like manner,
Right.
giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Right, so get Leviticus 20 and 13 and Romans 1:25. Right, so he said this place, Sodom and Gomorrah, where they had homosexuals, transgenders and all that, was destroyed for going after strange flesh. And it was fire what devoured it. And today, the same Caucasian man is doing the same thing. So what's going to happen? It's going to get destroyed by fire. But this time, it's going to be nuclear fire. They're going after strange flesh, but mainly for putting the blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians in slavery. And you still got us in slavery. Not actually a physical, but you got us in a mental. Because you got us walking around calling ourselves black people, West Indians, Cubans, Dominicans, Haitians. But that's not us. We are the children of Israel, God's chosen people. And you're going to find that. Give me Leviticus.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 20. Verse
Right,
13.
this is the law. This is the law. Read that.
If a man also lie with mankind,
If a man lie with another man, he's saying,
as he lieth with a woman,
like he's supposed to lie with a woman. Why would he lie with a woman? Because you bring forth life. Yeah? Read.
both of them have committed an abomination.
Right, so it's an abomination for two men to lie down and 2 women to lie down. But this place will tell you it's love. There's nothing wrong with it. Right? But the Bible says it's an abomination for women to marry and men to marry. It's an abomination.
Keep it right in Boston.
Right, so we're not going to stick with that. We're not going to do keep it civil. Yeah? Now read that.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13.
Huh?
Man also lie with mankind.
If a man lie with another man, as a life for the woman like he's supposed to, that's what the woman was created for, to comfort a man and bring forth children. Right? Read?
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Right, both of them, not one of them, because when in prison, American prison, they say, oh, I'm not the receiver, I'm the giver. No matter what, he says, I'm not a homo. You know what I mean? I'm not a, what do they call that, a homosexual, because I'm giving it to him. No, you are, because you're plugging his behind. Right? Read that again.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. It says, man also lie with man, partner,
Yeah.
as he lies with a woman.
Yeah.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Right?
They shall surely put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Right, so but we can't execute this in this society because we are not ruling. See the shop's open, you see? We are not ruling. But when Jesus Christ comes back, that big angry black guy, because he's not coming, you know, you talk about, I can't wait to see my sweet Jesus. The sweet Jesus you're talking about is that stringy-haired, rock band looking guy, yeah? Says you ain't more Jews. Right, Romans 1 and 20.
Look at Romans chapter 1,
25.
verse 25.
Who told the truth of that? Who told the truth of that? Romans 1:25. Let's read from 1:25.
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 25.
Right?
You change the truth of God into a lie.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Job 9:24. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Right? They changed it. They changed the majority of things. These people, the Romans, the so-called white people today, they changed the truth of God. Why? Because they don't believe in God. They believe that they're God. You know? Spicy jeans and dolling the sheep and all that. They changed the truth of God. Why? Because they don't believe in God. They believe that they're God. But the missile's going to fly, they're going to show that there is a God and he's going to burn this place up. Look at that.
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 25. You take the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Right, and the creature is man. They serve the creature, what is man. Right? The so-called white man, because he's the one who's got his institutions where they so-called educate you. But really, they're not educating you. Right? What they're doing is they're diminishing your wisdom. Yeah? They're plaguing you of your minds. That's what they're doing, really. Read on.
And serve the creature more than the creator.
Right.
That's forever and ever.
Right, because we're blessed when we've got the real wisdom. Finally we find out we're not blacks, we're not West Indians, you know? We are the Hebrew Israelites, God's chosen people. Right? And there is an inheritance what's coming to us after this place burns with nuclear fire. Read?
They say, for this cause, God gave them up to violent
God gave them up unto vile affection. Now what's a vile affection? Do you know what a vile affection is? Have you heard of it before? How about lesbianism? Homosexuality? That's a vile affection. Because you're supposed to love, a woman's supposed to love a man, and a man's supposed to love a woman. Alright? That's how it was set up in the beginning. What did the Lord say to Adam? That you shall leave your mother and father, or your father and mother, and cleave to your wife. He didn't say run down the road with Johnny holding hands. You understand? But because we're in this wicked Edomite cave, concrete pavement arse kingdom, yeah? This is why everything's been turned upside down. Because we're in a caveman society. Caucasians are cave people. They're cave dwellers. Yeah? And with that, comes what they call anarchy. Yeah? So read on.
says here, in this cause, God gave them up to vile affection.
Right. Men holding men's hands, women holding women's hands, carpet managing sword fighting. With
But even the, did you say sword fighting?
sword fighting.
Oh yeah. It says here, but even the women, yeah, it's the women. It says here, even the women will change into that which is against nature.
Even the women, right, changed the natural use of it. In Greece, they had a place called, have you heard of Lesbos? A Greek island called Lesbos.
Lesbos?
A Greek island called Lesbos. Have you heard of it?
No.
Do you know what was on that island?
Go on.
Lesbians. That's why it was called Lesbos. Just women. Yeah? The Greeks were who? You know the Greeks were?
The Greeks was
Who?
like me.
You don't know the Greeks?
Yeah, the
Have you heard of the Greeks and Romans?
yeah.
What people are they?
Black
Black people? Chinese? Japanese?
people. I think.
Oh?
Black people.
The Greeks were black people.
Yeah.
Alexander the Greek was a black person.
I don't know.
How old are you, sir? You're older than me, ain't you?
Yeah.
Now, the Greeks were so-called white people. That's why it's called the Greco-Roman Empire. They know that, yeah? The Romans were, you know, Julius Caesar, Vespasian, Titus, these people there. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're reading about what happened when the so-called white man come into power. Do you know what happened? Evils were multiplied. You know what Alexander Greek was? Alexander the First was?
And it's still going on now, this evening.
It's evil. Why? Because the earth has been given into the hands of white people. They're the wicked. Have you ever read the Bible before? You know the Bible is for a special people. And who is those special people? White man? Chinese man?
No.
Who would you say the special people are?
I think
You got me saying 76. Huh?
Where are you going to read from?
Deuteronomy 76. Did you know it's written that the so-called, these are the special people? Are they the 12 tribes of Israel?
Yeah.
Right, the 12 tribes of Israel are blacks, Hispanics and native Indians. No people who are in the bottom of this society. When you go to Colombia and Argentina and these places, they've got places called favelas. When you go to America, you've got ghettos. And the ghetto is where the Jews dwell. That's what it means. A ghetto is where the Jews dwell.
During the Nazi, during Hitler's time, when you say...
But they've stolen our national origin. They've used our book to conquer the world. That's how powerful this Bible is. You can rule the world, and them Jewish people have ruled the world through this book. You don't do that.
It says in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people. You know what severed means?
Cut off. Yeah? Right. Okay, Deuteronomy 76.
That you shall be mine.
Right, what it is, what I'm trying to explain to you, where's your father?
Where's my father before?
Yeah, where's your roots go back to? No, I'm talking about... Yeah. We're not Africa. Huh? Right, so that African thing goes out the window. We are not Africans. These are all lies they told us. Jamaica means land of wood and water. Right? That is not even your land anyway. You was taken there on slave ships. Just like the so-called Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago. We went on an island through slave ships. Well, our island is Jerusalem. You know what that Arab man and the so-called Jewish man's fighting over? Yeah. That's our land they're fighting for. That's ours. We are the real Jews of the Bible. When you read about King David, Jesus, even Jesus was a Jew, wasn't he, from the tribe of Judah. They're all black people. Yeah? But when they put us in slavery, what God sanctioned them to do, he gave the power for the white man to put us in power. Put us in slavery, I should say. Because we broke his laws. It's all about keeping the law. There's laws in this Bible, 613 he said, what was given to us to keep. And when we didn't keep it, he put the caveman, he put this man, the caveman, over us.
So you're talking about really we suffer because of disobedience?
Yes! And today we're still disobedient because we're still not keeping the laws. How do you feel about eating pork? When's the last time you ate pork? Sausages,
long time ago because I had so much pork when I was small because my grandfather would.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Right.
Yeah.
And today, pork is off the menu for us. Did you know that when the Lord comes back, if people are eating pork, he's just going to kill them for eating pork. Do you know how detrimental it is just to eat pork to us? It's a life and death. That's what I'm trying to say. There's laws in there. It's life and death.
No, but when you say there's laws in there, it's just going to kill you for eating pork.
Yeah.
What about when you talk about in the Bible, the wrath of God?
Who?
The wrath.
The wrath?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the wrath of God is going to come on the white man. This is how it's going to come on him. But what it says, his terrors have built up. See, like nothing ain't happened to them really, has it? Nothing ain't happened to the white man really. He's been going around blowing people up, killing people. Nothing really ain't happened to him. What it is, his is getting stacked up. When we done something wrong, we took the white man and told him to put us in slavery. That's what he done. No.
Right, so when
I'm talking about
when you talk about disobedience,
yeah.
disobedience can lead to wrath, can it?
Yes. Yeah, disobedient. What I'm trying to explain to you,
Yeah.
when we was disobedient, he done it to us straight away because we are his people.
That's
The
what-
white man's disobedience building up. It's going to culminate in fire, nuclear war. He's going to fight this. Russia going to fight America, then NATO and Europe, and this is going to happen. I read that. Right? Because this is what they don't, the pastors don't read this in the church. They don't teach us this. They teach us that God loves everyone, come together because they're money hungry, yeah? They got paid off by the power that
No, you're right, but it's not all. It's not all. I mean,
Majority
you're right.
of the pastors. Majority.
Yeah.
Majority.
Because a lot
Including
of people
Jakes,
want to
Creflo
go,
Dollar.
when they're going, they want to hear nice stuff, which is not the case.
Right. So that's what it tells you. You want to hear smooth things.
It says here, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Right.
Thou art an holy people.
Do you know what holy means?
Holy, holy. When you say holy, you say it might be going back to the same thing, obedience.
No. Holy means set apart.
Yeah.
Seven, you ready?
Yeah,
70.
yeah.
Holy means set apart.
Set apart, yeah.
But thou art a set apart people, you know?
It's the same as being righteous. Righteous and holy.
Well, righteous, the only way to be righteous is to keep the laws of God. Right?
And
But if you ain't given those laws, you can't be righteous. Right? So, but it was given to us. That's why the Caucasians, they're not righteous people. You know, homosexuality, LGBTQ. This is what they go and doubts the world. They're more of a satanic people. Yeah? Read that.
Thou art holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We're holy people, yeah?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
You're a chosen.
to be a special people.
We're special, you know? You know, invented the traffic lights. See the traffic lights? You invented that. Henry Sampson, the black man. You got a mobile phone in your pocket. Henry Sampson invented that as well. Mark Dean. Cars. Aeroplanes. It's all invented by black people. The internet, what people use now. Philip Iguali. Yeah? Computers, they tell you Bill Gates. Garbage. Yeah? Yeah?